From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field.
He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. With jet sweep pass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So West Virginia's offense will go to work for the first time today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
From the gun, give on the inside. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
corner's going to give them room. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense... Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's my way. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak. Everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the 1st down.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Spins away. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his feet.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got his man on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Dumps it off in the flats. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got it past the marker. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. A 1st down for the offense. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Jukes his way for more. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Scrambling away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looking to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
West Virginia.
Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The play action fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half and you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Gets it past the marker. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Going to the running game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. It is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this is why I love having a quarterback that can make plays. I mean, he's so dynamic that I give him the ball and design runs like this, and you got to guard the whole field now. You got to guard everybody because he can still throw it, and he walks into the end zone and gets the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 4 over Kansas State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights. Just
hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Mawe. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open man.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Morgantown.
And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and They might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. The snap sets up the throw. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through a tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Crosses to 45. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Down, West Virginia.
Running back goes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This offense has a second down play. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And that pass picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Got his man quickly. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And and the beatdown has ensued.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
On second down, looking again to throw. They'll run the screen. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They want to just keep throwing it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a rest.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Texas offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Right back to the well. Hard running there. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he got... Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. The give as they work on that clock. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
This quarterback does an outstanding job in his preparation, watching film and understanding when he has to pull the ball on these types of run plays. Great job keying on the defender and quickly making the right decision to pull it and then go get north and get the first.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas, 59. West Virginia, 28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it back ready to dive into that playbook. First down for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. The ball squirts free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. Now 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to the big tight end. And that pass intercepted. Oh, what a cut! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Looking to move it through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, getting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next.